All right, I'm calling this back to basic one, a simple donut, okay? A simple donut. So what is it? So here we go. We have a circle that's 80, a circle that's 40, centered, right, at the origin. And then we extrude by how much? By 10. We extrude by 10. And then fillet. We fillet every edge by one. You see, every edge. So these are the edges right there. So that is back to basic one. Here's basic, back to basic two. So back to basic two. So what do we have here? We have a sketch of a rectangle 80 and an inner rectangle of 50. And then this is a rectangle in here of 5 or 15, right? 15 right here. And this one is also a rectangle across from the inside part, 15, right? So that's the sketch. So what do we do? First, we extrude everything except the middle one, right? Everything. And what are we extruding? We're extruding by 20. But remember, everything except the middle one. And then we extrude the middle one, this middle part, by 30. So that's what we get. So let's take a look. This is back to basic 2. Here is back to basic 3. Okay, here is what we got. So we got some cutouts here. So what do we got? First sketch is just a rectangle, a square 80 by 80, right? 80 by 80. We extrude it by how much? 20. Extrude by 20. Then I'm going to make a sketch on this face right here, right? And I'm going to center it. So it's got to be centered right here. And I showed you how to do that yesterday or a couple of days ago. It has to be centered and it's 30 by 10, 30 by 10, and extrude all the way through. See, all the way through through all. And we extrude through all and we have a cutout. And I did the same thing on this sketch on the other side, right? Here it is, 30 by 10, 30 by 10, centered. It has to be centered. So use center point rectangle. And we do the same thing. We extrude all the way through. See, all the way through all. So what do we have? We have a cutout all the way through. So that's your basic, back to basic through. Well, here's back to basics 4. It's a sphere and we cut out some holes in the sphere. So this one, I'm going to take you through the whole thing. So I'm going to make a new document. So new document, back to basics. I'll call that 4A. Okay. So the first thing is I want to draw the sphere. So I'm going to draw the sphere on the front plane. So I'm going to make a new sketch front, right? Press N. And I'm going to make a circle. So center circle right here, center circle. I think I got it. And I'm going to make a circle. So what does that look like? 80. Okay, 80 sounds good. And now I want to make a line straight through the middle. So a line from the top straight through the middle. That is because I don't need this part. You see that part? I cut it. So here I have a circle or a semicircle. So now I'm going to not extrude but revolve. So it says, what do I want to revolve? Okay, I want to revolve this, but what is my axis? My axis is this line, you see? And now I have a sphere. Okay, now I'm going to do the cutouts. So I'm going to make a new sketch and I'm going to use, let's say, which one should I do? Front. Okay, so I'll do the front plane and press N. And I'm going to draw a circle in here. Now I'm drawing on the front plane, okay? So ignore that sphere for now. So I'm drawing on the front plane and I'm going to draw a center point circle right here. And 20 sounds good to me. And there it is. I made that. And now I'm going to extrude. So I'm going to extrude this and I'm going to make it symmetrical. And I'm going to say through all. So it should, oops, remove, right? Remove, and look what it did. It removed everything. So there is the first one. Okay. Now I'm going to do the top plane. I'm going to do the same thing on the top plane. Press N. Again, ignore the sphere. You're drawing on the top plane. So here it is, right? Center point circle. Remember, it was 20, 20. Click OK, extrude. You're going to select this. You're going to say remove. You're going to say symmetric and through all. Oops, deleted that by mistake. This is the one that went through all. So it should now cut through that. Great. What's the last piece I have? I think it is the right plane. So I need to do it on the right plane. So I'm going to make a sketch. Right plane, press N, draw your circle, center point, 20. There I go. I'm going to now extrude. I'm going to click sketch 4. Remember, remove, blind, through all, symmetric. And now that should cut that. And here we have, if I hide everything here, we have our cutout. So that is back to basics 4.